This is James Holder for IFL TV. I'm in Brixton today at Miguel's gym. Just bumped into the big heavyweight Ian Lewison. How are we doing, Ian?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm always good, man. I'm just getting on with things, you know, enjoying life, living.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. How's your training been going?
I can't argue. It's been getting good. It's no different to how it has been in the past. It's been good, yeah. Just been getting on and doing it.
Notably, we heard you was meant to be fighting Eddie Chambers. You had to pull out of that due to a knee injury. How's the knee?
It's not 100%, but it's getting better, so hopefully I'm on the mend anyway, so that's the main thing, but hopefully it should be out again soon. Yeah,
can you talk to me about what's going on and with your promotion terms and with your management and stuff?
Well, basically I'm promotionless right now and I'm managerless. I've partied with Steve Goodwin, as people may have heard already, but you know how it goes. Not all relationships last forever, so you know how it goes. It's like we've gone our separate ways, it was amicable. There's no animosity there, so we're just doing our own things. We felt the time had come for the two of us to part ways.
Where do you feel you're going from here? What do you think you'll be down the route of the self-promoting for a little while, or is there any other offers in the pipeline? What's going on?
No, there's a couple of managerial offers at the moment, but I'm just reflecting and looking over things and gonna see how it goes. I don't know what route I'm taking at the moment. I'm just contemplating everything and looking over it and just seeing what for me would be the best option.
Yeah. You train with Don Charles in Finchley. They've recently relocated gym with Derek Chisora as well. Watching Derek's success and seeing him fighting on such a big platform in the Box Nation, casting one eye over that, does that play on your mind a little bit in terms of you think that door could be open up for you in the future?
Well, do you know what it is, yeah? Irrelevant of whether I train with him or not, just seeing how certain people have made it in the sport, yeah? And you know that you're in that as well, it makes you think to yourself, if they can do it, why can't you? So at the end of the day, the fact that you're there with them on a day-to-day basis makes it even more real in the sense that you know you're shoulder to shoulder with someone who's achieved so much. So at the end of the day, it only helps with motivation and to achieve certain things, but achievement comes with opportunities, and at the end of the day, in order to get to the levels where they are, you need the opportunities to present themselves. You can't get there without the opportunities, so at the end of the day, two of them come hand in hand. So you can be the world's best, but if you ain't given the opportunity to show that, you will never be the world's best.
How do you put yourself back in the shop window? Do you think it makes your next fight more important than maybe any other in your career?
They're all important because you can lose against a journeyman at the end of the day, and then you're at the bottom of the rating, so therefore everything is out the window again. So at the end of the day, each fight is just as important as the other, whether it's a title fight or it's just a ticking over fight, so they're all just as relevant as the other.
We're in Miguel's gym in Brixton today, where you started out your early career. Do you still spend time coming down to this gym and stuff?
No, I come down here all the time, yeah. I use the facilities there, train, definitely tick over when I can't get over to Don's. I'll just use this gym here, yeah.
When can we anticipate seeing you out in action? Is there anything that's been penciled in or anything you can talk to me about?
Yeah, I'm out again next month in Scotland on a, what's his name? Tommy Gilmore show. Okay. In Scotland, yeah, so I'll be on that.
Are you looking forward to taking life on the road?
Well, it's no different to being amateur, isn't it? When you're an amateur, you fight all around the country, all around the world.
Do you miss that part of the amateurs, not fighting all the time in the heavyweights and the pros?
Yeah, it is nice because you know in the amateurs at the end of the day you're always guaranteed a fight, you're always going to get a fight, especially if you're in a championship and stuff. In the championship you can end up fighting 5 times in the space of 4 days, so that aspect of it is good. You know you ain't going to get ring rust.
So just talking to you about fighting regularly, I can see your face lighting up. I know you love fighting. That's one thing you do love. Yeah,
but that's why we got into the sport of boxing, because it's like I've already said on numerous occasions, it's one of the only ways to legally beat someone, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's fun. And that's what we do. We assault people, and that's what we do, and that's why people come see me, watch me fight, because that's what they enjoy watching. And that's what I do, and that's what I supply to the public.
There was a lot of talk of yourself potentially fighting Richard Towers. Richard Towers suffered defeat against Lucas Brown. Quite a big fight as well. Do you think that fight's dead in the water now, or do you think that can be a fight that can happen?
Well, it could happen, but at the end of the day, I don't see it happening. But at the end of the day, he needs to go see the Wizard of Oz, man. He needs to get himself some heart and courage. But at the end of the day, I can't particularly see it happening. But if it did happen, yeah, I'd take him out even quicker than Brown did. I reckon I wouldn't get in no more than 2 rounds. I'd take him out in 2. And that's the truth, and he knew that. That's why he stayed away from me like I had SARS.
What about Lucas Browne? People talk about his age being a factor. It's well documented how hard he hits. Do you think a fight with him would suit you? Do you think that's a fight you would take?
Yeah, definitely would suit me. It's a fight that I'd relish at the end of the day. Do you know what? He hits hard, but at the end of the day, a hard punch is only felt if it connects. But at the end of the day, if you can avoid him at the end of the day, what else does he have to offer? I'm not taking anything away from him. He's achieved a lot with the limited ability he has, but at the end of the day, like I said, if you take away his punch, what does he have?
How do you transcend your success in the amateurs to getting a good winning streak and a good run in the pros?
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, with the amateurs, yeah, you had the setup of the England squad where everything was behind you. So at the end of the day, you're constantly out there, you're constantly active. So therefore, you had a constant base level of fitness. So you're constantly fighting at a high level. In the pros now, it hasn't had that same momentum. So it's not enabled me to fight with that same ferocity and that same sort of intensity. So at the end, but I think the main thing is activity. If I can get together a lot of fights back to back, you'll see a load of good wins come from me.
Indeed, indeed. What are your plans for the remainder of the year then? We know you're out in Scotland. Is it kind of taking it fight by fight case at the moment?
I've got on paper I've got about 3 fights scheduled, but not 100% guaranteed right now. I think 2 of them are, but one of them's up in the air still. But the Scotland one and another one over in Brighton. So we're just going to see what happens.
You've got to be thinking about some kind of English title, though, haven't you?
Ah, Jesus, I do you know what? I've thought about that, but at the end of the day, what can I do? The man who's got it, he's keeping away from me like a foot and mouth. I don't know what to say, man. McDERMOTT, yeah, me and him are supposed to fight. That's like the bogey fight. I don't never see that happening in there.
You think the McDERMOTT fight's gone now?
Nah, I can't see it happening because it's been scheduled to happen so many times. It's never happened. It's never happened, so I don't know.
Today's 7th. Wednesday the 7th.
I honestly can't see it happening. If it does, it does, but I can't see it happening.
Well, at least you got the Scotland date. That's something you can focus on. Get your head down with Don Charles and get ready for that.
That's it. That's my motivation right now, to get fit and get ready for that one. So I'm gonna go out and get that done now.
How's Derek Chisora looking? He's got Tyson Fury coming up. How would you assess him at the moment? Where is he at?
I would say, from my own observation of him in training at the end of the day, he's where he should be at this stage. He doesn't, obviously, like with any fight, if you're training for a fight and it's a 12-round fight, it's a big fight, you don't want to peak too early. It's a matter of peaking at the right point. And I would say he's where he needs to be. I wouldn't say he's started peaking yet, but he doesn't need to because the fight's still a couple months away. So he's where he should be and he's in a good place. Fitness-wise, he's doing well at that and his weight is down. So it's going to be a good fight and he's in a good place.
All right, well listen Ian, I thank you for giving me a bit of time today. I'm glad the knee's recovered and I look forward to seeing you active. As I said, it's about time you started living up to your promise, shall we say.
Well, that's it. I thank you too for taking the time to come out and see me too, and I want everyone to follow me on Ian Lewison, at Ian Lewison on Twitter and Ian Lewison on Facebook, and I want to thank and big up RVL Free Security. So if you're interested in me or you want to know what happens with the fights and keep up to date with them, follow me on Twitter and Facebook.
Indeed. Thanks for giving me a bit of time today, mate.
No problem, mate. Anytime.
I look forward to seeing you again real soon.
Thank you. No problem. Thanks.